Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, Divine Masculines, it's your turn for your working week. Now, since I finished recording the Divine Feminines working week reading, I seem to have like a spasm in the lip here and it keeps like spasming. I don't know what that's about. It feels like a bit of a dropped lip. Actually feels as if a lip's quivering. But I can feel the muscle when it keeps spasm. It keeps having little spasms. So I don't know if that means anything to you. Okay. I was actually going to use the Druid Craft Tarot for your reading, but I've decided not to, and I've decided to keep it the same as the Divine Feminines, so that we can kind of see what cards come out from the same deck. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel that's the Divine Feminine. She's a wife figure, the mother figure, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. There's all red roses surrounding her. This is a very intense, erotic desire that you have for this feminine. It's like you want to adorn her with gifts. She has flowers. She has a big shiny pentacle. There's roses behind her. She's got a little faithful dog sitting at her side. She's in this lovely green gown, which really denotes the heart chakra. So I want to say, just based on the reading I've just done for the Divine Feminines, because it does feel like she's actually on your mind, is the Divine Feminines have been advised to let love in. Okay. Then you've got the Queen of Cups. This is another person. This isn't the Divine Feminine. This is another person that's watching the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Are you aware of this? Because there's somebody that sits back with a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine maybe. I don't know why her toe is touching the rock, the stones. Oh, there's a karmic energy here. And I feel as if she's quite up for like, if we go back to old days when you were stoned to death. Not stoned as in weed, but stoned as in this feminine wants to stone the Divine Feminine. That means like kill her. Okay, stone her to death, like pin her up on a tree, okay, and throw stones at her until she dies. I feel this woman could be an alcoholic. She's staring at the Divine Feminine. She sells seashells on the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. There's the opportunity here for a passionate new start. It's an opportunity for you, Divine Masculine, to make your transformation. Okay, there's a new dawn, there's a new day, there's a new life for you on the horizon. You are being guided by the High Priest. He did come out in the Divine Feminine's read. The Divine Feminine was told like exactly what's been going on with you. Okay. And for her not to close her heart off to you, but to actually bask in all your sweet memories. The universe offers this to you. It's not a major arcana. We've already got two characters in the picture. It's not a major arcana. I do have a straight bit of hair. Well, it's a little bit kinky. What else do we say? Well, the universe is offering this if you want to take this transition. It's being offered. You don't have to. It's available to you, Divine Masculine. The High Priest is saying, have you learnt your lessons? It is time to embrace a new opportunity. You have the Masculine, Feminine, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine keys here. So this is about unlocking... are you unlocking the secret? I don't know whether or not you've told this other partner, this karmic partner, about the Divine Feminine, but it's time that you maybe unlock a secret, unless you're going to tell the Divine Feminine that maybe she's in danger because of this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups here wants to hold on to her King of Cups. He come up in the Divine Feminine's reading. Okay, so she's not going to let you go easily, this Queen of Cups. Okay, if you're a Divine Masculine, she's not a Divine Feminine. She might be a masculine. It feels as if she has quite, I don't know, why would you throw stones? It's like sticks and stones may break my bones, but names can never hurt me. That's totally bollocks. Names really do hurt, okay? So this could be a lot of verbal abuse. Okay, verbal abuse. We've got to get 2 more cards. We've got the Chariot. The Divine is giving you a nudge, Divine Masculine. Okay, so get in your car, horse, trailer. I don't know. What have you got? Well, I've got bloody straight hair everywhere, so let's sort that out. Well, I can't sort it out. It's just going to have to mingle in. One more. You've got the Chariot. That's when you're balanced in your masculine, feminine energy and you know what to do. Okay, with the assistance of Divine, you're pushed. Let's get one more. You've got Temperance. You are being balanced out for this connection. I'm just not sure what's going on with... You've got a choice of 2 women here, Divine Masculine. You've got the Divine Feminine, and then you've got another person that could be pulling on your heartstrings. Okay. But there's a passionate new opportunity for you. This one feels very cold and blue all the time. This one's very nurturing. The lips going. Okay. There's an opportunity here for you to escape, if that's how you want to put it. There's new on the horizon for you, but you need to transform. You need to come out of your cocoon. The hungry caterpillar. But you're going to merge into a beautiful butterfly. Monarch butterfly. Okay, the High Priest. You've been guided. Feminine, masculine keys. The Chariot. That push from Divine, that nudge. Temperance. This is like an angel in disguise who's helping you to balance out your feminine, masculine energies. This could be this person. Really, if you think about it, if she actually gets you onto the right path by her malicious, manipulative behaviour, in a way, she was a blessing in disguise. Someone's really helping to balance you out here. Okay, the High Priest is saying from above. We did pick up the Divine Mother and the Divine Father in the Divine Feminine's reading regarding you. That whole reading was really regarding you, apart from the last card. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is, I'm going to say this is a Divine Feminine. She's not the Queen of Pentacles. Well, she is, but she doesn't have, like, a counterpart. So she's not married. She is single, independent, very nurturing. The Page... It looks like the Divine Feminine is more young-hearted, inspiring, and she has lots of ideas. And it looks like she's preparing. She's preparing to become the Queen of Pentacles. Normally the Page is depicted as a man, as a boy. Let's say a boy, because it's a bit more immature. You've got to grow up a little bit to be able to be the Queen of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine is really working on that at the moment, her status, to reclaim her status. That's all. I feel like, I always feel with this card, it's like having the sewing box out. A stitch in time saves 9. What does that mean? Have I got the mobile up here? Oh, I'm not sure. Have we got a mobile phone? Where would the mobile phone be? A stitch in time saves 9. I know it's here. Oh, did I put it? Where did I put my note? Oh. Okay. Lips quivering again. A stitch in time saves 9. Wow. A stitch in time saves 9. The 9 is the 9 of Pentacles, which is the Divine Feminine, okay? She's independent, so she's single. I want to read what that means. If you sort out a problem immediately, it may save extra work later. So the Divine Feminine, if you want to watch her reading, you can actually see what the problem is with the Divine Feminine. She's been told what to do and advised to kind of save time and not give away any unnecessary energy, negative energy, to kind of, well, not to give it away, okay, not to keep it inside. She's actually got to get that out of her, the toxicity that she has picked up from you. Okay, so a stitch in time saves 9, which makes me feel as if this could be you, Divine Masculine. The quicker that you actually address this problem, okay, you're going to be able to save yourself some time in the long run, okay, of getting to wherever you want to get to. We're going to read these. Let's read the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to read the whole meaning for her. I don't think I'm going to read the whole meaning for the Queen of Cups, but we'll find out when we get there. Let's find out where the Pentacles are. The beautiful and exotic Queen of Pentacles sits on her floral throne. A bower of climbing red roses growing above her. She has dark eyes, and green ribbons are worked into the braids of her raven-coloured hair. Her gown is in shades of earthly green. She wears a crown made of golden leaves and set with square-cut emeralds. On the Queen's forehead, she wears a red bindi. This is a symbol of the mystical third eye and of wisdom. Yesterday's lesson. Okay. Still like a day behind Divine Masculine. This is a symbol of the mystical third eye and of wisdom. In particular, the red colour of the gems in her bindi design represent honour, love and prosperity. As befits royalty, around her throat is a heavy, rich necklace of square-cut emeralds. The emerald is an enchanted stone that gifts its wearer with bliss and loyalty. So if you actually want to know who is going to be loyal and bring you harmony and bliss, it is your Divine Feminine. The Queen holds a golden pentacle in her right hand, and in the crook of her left arm she holds a bouquet of white and green tulips, honeysuckle and golden wheat, bound together with pale green ribbons. Behind the Queen's throne is a beautiful landscape and blue skies, while an adorable brown dog sits at her feet. The flowers the Queen holds are all linked to the element of earth. Green tulips symbolise prosperity and luck in love. Honeysuckle, wealth and devoted affection. Oh, okay, so the green tulips symbolise prosperity and luck in love. Honeysuckle, wealth and devoted affection, and the wheat, abundance and riches. The red roses in the bower around the Queen signify beauty and love. The dog corresponds to the element of earth and is a sign of loyalty and companionship. So this dog feels very, safe. I want to say that animals, she kind of can call in the animals. Everyone feels really nurtured by this Queen. Now I picked up on her actually, doing the work to, I don't even know if I want to say reclaim her status, but we'll keep it like that. We're going to have a look at, oh no, we're going to carry on reading, sorry. The meanings. Let's have some coffee. Jealousy from this feminine. That this one's so loved and adored by all. It's like it's too much to handle for this other feminine. When the Queen of Pentacles appears in a reading, look for the ultimate earth mama. This card represents a mature woman who may have dark hair and eyes. She is practical and has a deep love of nature and a spiritual connection to the earth. While this Queen is sensual, gorgeous and loves beautiful things, she will work hard to get and maintain the things she cherishes. Gardening, cooking or redecorating, she is always creating or someone. This queen is happiest when she is nurturing others. She is a devoted wife and mother, an amusing friend, a generous hostess and a passionate lover, all rolled into one. The Queen of Pentacles is often linked to the Empress card. If they should both turn up in a reading, motherhood is the prime focus. The Queen of Pentacles is the definite nurturer card. Definite nurturer. Okay, just in case you had any doubts. This card speaks of welcoming, cosy homes, happy families, beloved pets, loyal friends, fun and affection. The message of the Queen of Pentacles is to embrace your love of the beautiful things in this world. Create a beautiful and magical atmosphere for yourself and your loved ones. You would have to really watch the Divine Feminine's reading to really put the synchronizations together with that meaning. Keywords, an earth sign woman. Taurus has been coming up a lot. Look, I've got my Taurus cup as well. I've made a cup of coffee and I've kind of ditched the sunshine cup and we've got Taurus here. An earth sign woman, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A homemaker in the best sense of the word. Emotional fulfillment, generous hostess, loyal friend, nature lover, earth mama, devoted wife and partner, hearth and home, motherhood. Let's look at this Queen of Cups. She's not stable. She's more in a watery, emotional energy. Let's see what it wants to say. I don't want to read the whole of. I don't think so. What do I want to read with the Queen of Cups? Because I want to find out what she's doing with these stones. And what she's looking at the Divine Feminine. And I think that she's mouthing off about the Divine Feminine. Okay. Queen of Cups. Let's have a look. Maybe this is what you can't bear, Divine Masculine, hearing someone speak so disrespectfully about the Earth Mama. Well, the enchanting Queen of Cups sits on a shell and coral throne at the ocean's edge. A playful ocean breeze makes her platinum blonde hair flutter back from her tranquil, beautiful face. The gentle waves in the background are gorgeous puffy clouds and The gentle waves in the background, and gorgeous puffy clouds and blue skies set the tone for her calm and peaceful state of mind. I actually felt like her eyes were puffy, that she had been crying. She may have calmed down. She may be calm enough now that you can actually leave, Divine Masculine. The Queen of Cups is mystical and serene. You might not know what her next step's going to be. She wears a pearl-encrusted silver crown with 7 points on it. She's got lots of points to make. Representing the 7 seas. 7 deadly sins, maybe? Her gown is a deep royal blue with a shell and water design and trimmed in pearls and silver. The Queen holds a silver cup in both of her hands and is raising it to eye level as if she is scrying upon the surface of the liquid within the cup. Drowning her sorrows, I think. A royal rich necklace of sapphires, silver and pearls is around the Queen's throat. The pearls are linked to the element of water and prophetic dreams, and the silver is a receptive metal. The sapphires are naturally linked to the element of water, and their presence in the Queen's silver crown and on her necklace strengthens her psychic awareness and is associated with love and serenity. I really do feel as if this feminine here might have had some insights as well. Okay. A small bouquet of wood violets, white roses and purple foxgloves lies in her lap. The flowers in her lap correspond to the element of water. The white roses symbolises loving emotions. The violets, faithfulness, and the foxgloves are a magical flower of protection. She definitely does want to protect what she has within you, Divine Masculine. She doesn't want to share you. And so she shouldn't have to. Okay. The white roses scattered at her feet on the bench are left as an offering to the seas from whence she gathers her elemental power. This card represents a mature woman who is mystical, empathic, sensual, loving, and emotional. She is a water sign woman, a loyal wife and mother, and a best friend, a natural witch. She loves, I don't feel this is in a good way, guys, okay? She loves nature, animals, and her children and partner with equal intensity. So, her love is of equal. It just depends how high them levels of love are. This is a card that denotes a gifted psychic and a woman of strong, intuitive and magical talents. So she could be threatening here. She could be using dark magic on the Divine Feminine. She could be. She's very aware. If she's been copying the Divine Feminine, and if her intentions are not the purest, then she will not be manifesting the purest of manifestations. Jealousy, envious. Why is she not getting it right? Because she's not coming from this pure heart. Physically, this card may represent a fair woman with blonde hair and blue or green eyes. This card has link to the High Priestess's card as well, since both are cards of female power and intuition. When the Queen of Cups washes up into your reading, remember that all psychic talents are affected by your emotions. The message of the Queen of Cups is reflection. Calm your emotions and be loving and gentle. Allow the healing and magic of the element of water to wash over you and bring visions into your world. There's definitely been an enlightenment here for this feminine. She's not the Divine Feminine, guys. She's someone that's very watery. She needs to kind of get a grip of her emotions. I felt her eyes were very puffy. She's been crying a lot. Lots of threats. She's got lots of points to get across. There's an offer here of a new opportunity, okay? I'm just going to read the keywords for this card. Serenity, love, a water sign woman, dedication, a loving wife and mother, a natural witch or talented psychic, reflection, emotional healing, the gifts of clairvoyance and empathy. Ace of Wands, let's have a look. That Queen of Cups confuses me, but I think she confuses herself. It's interesting. There's just a, I've never really seen that before, and there's just a page on wands. Wands signify the desire for growth, the inspiration that moves things, the desire that leads the way. Mary K. Greer. Let's read this. This deck is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith system, which aligns the wand suit with fire and the sword suit with air. The suit of wands symbolises the element of fire and all the magical associations that radiate from this element. Wands are all about enthusiasm, confidence and ambition. In the Witch's Tarot, the wand itself is a blooming branch of hawthorn adorned with red ribbons. The hawthorn tree is a magical tree that is associated with the element of fire, which is why I choose it for this suit. Hawthorn blossoms are used in protection and fertility spells. The hawthorn, sometimes referred to as thorn, is part of the magical trinity of fairy trees. The oak, ash and thorn, or hawthorn, make up that triad. In the language of flowers, the fragrant hawthorn blossom symbolises hope. Wands cards illuminate a path to understanding through physical action, movement and optimism. They illustrate the power of adventure, passion and excitement. The wand suit explores the desire to create. Finally, this suit often is associated with career and business. The suit of wands corresponds to people born under a fiery zodiac sign, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Physically, the court cards of the wand suit represent people who are very fair complexions with either pale blonde or red hair and light blue or green eyes. Individuals who are drawn to the wand suit tend to be athletic, enthusiastic, charismatic, and outgoing. They let their actions lead the way. They are go-getters and the movers and shakers of the world. Okay, well, interesting, because we've got the court card of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got the water sign of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And then you've got the wands, which is Leo, Aries and Sagittarius. Got no swords up yet. Okay. Let's read what the Ace of Wands actually wants to say. Dawn is breaking. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Is that what it says? Like the first bird, like the first verse? I'm not sure. Dawn is breaking and we see a blooming hawthorn branch stuck firmly into the grassy hill. The wand is a bit reminiscent of a maypole with its crisscrossed ribbons and a fire red streamer blowing in the breeze. According to tradition, the hawthorn tree was a popular choice for maypoles. Behind the wand there are green rolling hills and a turreted castle on a hill. The castle in the background represents the reward that waits for you after your quest for knowledge and advancement is complete. The hawthorn is associated with the element of fire, making it fitting as the wand's representation in this tarot for witches. The hawthorn flower flourishing. The hawthorn flowers flourishing on a single wand symbolise ideas that emerge and then blossom from our minds. In the language of flowers, the hawthorn blossom symbolises hope. A bright red butterfly flutters to the side of the wand. The butterfly symbolises transformation, regeneration and joy. It is going to be a beautiful day and one full of promise. Meanings: the Ace of Wands is the most potent and pure form of the masculine element of fire. So here you are. This card shows the creative fire or energy that cannot be contained and is now bursting forth in bloom. The Ace of Wands helps to reveal the creative path or the career path that you are on. Your hard work is turning your ideas into a successful reality. This is an auspicious card if the querent is considering a new job or is up for a promotion at work. The Ace of Wands symbolises power, new beginnings, a birth, success, a new home, a promotion or a new job, ambition, passion, enthusiasm and growth. Keywords: creativity, courage, optimism, ambition, career and business, positive starts, a birth, transformation or even a new home. Your hard work is turning ideas into a successful reality. The element of fire. Got a bit choked up then. Okay. That's what just like stopped me in the throat. We've read the High Priest in the Divine Feminine's reading. I'm just going to read the meaning of this card for you. If you want the full meaning, you'll have to nip over to the other reading, if you haven't already. The High Priest. When this card appears in a reading, it means that there are questions that need answering and advice to be sought. Classically, this card denotes a need for legal advice or counselling. I think maybe she might need counselling. Okay. I feel as if you as a Divine Masculine may need to seek, if you haven't already, some legal advice. And maybe try and find this feminine some help. Classically, this card denotes a need for legal advice or counselling. It may also indicate a course of study or furthering your education, or the need to settle disputes in the coven. But remember that the High Priest is the wise and patient counsellor, an elder and a teacher. He does not give you all the answers to your questions. Instead, he helps you figure out where to look for your own truths. Wow, okay. I'm wondering whether this is actually the Divine Masculine then, delivering some truths maybe to this feminine, but she's going to have to really figure out, and I want to say figure out why it went wrong, why there's disputes within the coven, within the home, why the connection between her and the Divine Masculine doesn't work, didn't work, and it's not going to work. He places in your hands the keys to unlock the mysteries and to gain deeper knowledge. Then trust that you will find your answers yourself, using the lessons he has so carefully taught you. I really feel as if the Divine Masculine's really stepped into the Divine Masculine status now. You'll know if you have. Or if you're about to. Your keywords are possible legal matters to attend to, counselling, settling disputes in a coven, upholding tradition, preserving magical wisdom, understanding the mysteries of the craft, furthering your education, uncovering your personal truths. Let's look at the Chariot. Another major arcana out of your hands. These three are the High Priestess, the Chariot, and Temperance. This is the universe taken over, but they are offering this to you, this new day, this new dawn. Okay. An armour-clad charioteer stands inside his gold and silver chariot as he races his horses through the clouds and across the sky. In the background, we see a crescent moon, starry skies, and the sun rises lighter sky beneath him. Wow, so that sunrise is rising beneath you. Okay. On the charioteer's helmet is an 8-pointed star. This is the star of Venus, the Divine Feminine. You can see it. Go out and have a look. You'll be able to spot Venus out there. You won't be able to miss it. Okay? Shining brightly in the sky. It's like calling out to you. Venus is calling out to you. It will be calling out to Mars, where the masculines are. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Read the book. This is a star of Venus, a symbol of healing. Across his armour is a golden sash bearing the sign of the zodiac. Oh, bearing the signs of the zodiac. So this is where all the, well, we're missing the air. Although it did mention the air here, that this card did represent this. It said the suit of wands and swords. You make sense of this, okay? He holds a magical wand aloft in his left hand, and with his right hand he appears to be directing the 2 horses that are pulling the chariot with the strength of his will alone, as there are no reins on the horses. This illustrates that he is in control of his personal power and the magical energy at play. The chariot tells the story of the hero, he who has battled fiercely and won. This is the only card in a deck that has 2 horses in it, and their symbolism is important. This pair of horses mimics the pillars in the High Priestess's card. To the driver's right is a black horse, which represents night, lunar magic, chaos, the subconscious, and feminine energies. Picked up here about the High Priestess being linked with this card. Okay, chaos. Feminine energies, very emotional, maybe just feminine energies, okay, not balanced in feminine masculine. To the driver's right is a black horse which represents night, lunar magic, chaos, the subconscious and feminine energies. The white horse on the driver's left symbolises the day, solar magic, order, the conscious mind and masculine energies. I feel like there is order during the day and chaos at night. There you go. Rather than being ruled by those forces, the charioteer directs them and harnesses these powers to create the outcome that he desires, just as we see him controlling the pair of horses and keeping them moving forward together. Well done, Divine Masculine. You're definitely balanced. You've got your feminine masculine keys here at the bottom. I'll just read that part so you can hear what they say. I've still got more to read with the chariot. I've only got about 2 pages. I want you to hear what these keys are. In the foreground, we see mountains and a lush natural setting. In the background, we see mountains and a lush natural setting. In the foreground, a long shadow is cast. 2 large skeleton keys hover in the air before the high priest. These 2 prominent skeleton keys represent the divine feminine and the divine masculine, represented by the moon with its silver lunar key and the sun with its golden solar key, respectively. Okay, let's get back to the Chariot. This is a card that speaks of hard-won victories. The Chariot card is all about self-confidence, control, motivation, and the determination to succeed. Tap into your own personal power and you will see your goals manifest. Obstacles and blocks will be removed. Work magic for movement and change. When the Chariot comes roaring into a reading, it is a message to combine your magic with mental discipline and tenacity. Power comes from within. Believe in yourself. Combine determination, focus and willpower and you will succeed. In the Major Arcana, only the Chariot, the High Priestess and the Star cards have starry skies. These 3 cards are linked. If the High Priestess appears in a reading with the Chariot, it is a sign that victory can be obtained through wisdom. If the Star appears in a reading with the Chariot, it is a sign that the victory will bring an emotional healing. Up to you whether or not you want to class her as the High Priestess. But it does look like there's emotional healing that's going to be taking place. We have the star that I've picked up on, just the star of Venus. I do feel the emotional healing could be the divine feminine Venus healing, okay, Mars. The feminine, divine feminine healing the divine masculine. But the High Priestess, if she appears in a reading with the Chariot, it's a sign that victory can be obtained through wisdom. So you're needing to be very wise with this one. You need to wise up. Manipulation really is shouting out there. Aggressiveness, alcohol, and a bad temper that is very unpredictable. Like, she could seriously lose it completely. Very in her feminine energy, like as in allowing her emotions to run away with her, and then out comes her masculine bit. It's a very fierce. Neither one of them are divine. Okay? Especially I felt like she wanted to stone the divine feminine. She could be threatening you, the divine masculine. She could be threatening you. And she's got you scared. Like you're bowing down to her. You're giving her your power. Let's look at Temperance. Because I did feel as if maybe this could be a blessing in disguise. It gets you out. If you're wise. To see through the illusion. Let's look at Temperance. Another Major Arcana. Card number 14. We're working on the rainbow. It's our last day today. Get to choose your own colour. The Greek goddess of the rainbow, Iris, faces forward and stands at the edge of the water, her golden wings outstretched. Her sheer white gown has a golden triangle on the bodice, which signifies balance and creativity. Her gown flows softly around her, and one of Iris's feet is on land while the other dips in the water. Neither on shore nor in the water. She is in an enchanted location where she is in both worlds, an in-between place. And I feel maybe that's where you are, divine masculine, in between. You're not really with either. You need to be balanced before that can take place. You need to be strong. Reclaim your power. The divine feminine has, or is. I get that now, why I said she was reclaiming. Okay. In Iris's hands are 2 different goblets, and she calmly pours from one goblet into another. The water flows magically out and about before ending up in the bottom goblet. There is an alchemical transformation taking place here. She is tempering the liquid in the goblets to find the right balance, or mixture. Behind Iris, the clouds have parted in the sky, and a rainbow appears, representing hope, magic, and miracles. Around her on the green banks grow iris flowers in several different colours. The enchanted iris flowers symbolise an eloquent message, which suits the messenger goddess they were named after. Eloquent. Meanings. The Temperance card appears in a reading when it is time to be restrained, to be a little more tactful than usual, and to employ some moderation. This Major Arcana card represents the mixing of different magical elements to create something new, like rain and sunlight make a rainbow. The Temperance card also stands for the personal alchemy of a spiritual transformation. Now is the time to work on the healing of your spiritual self. This is the perfect occasion to work on finding the correct balance or flow in your magic and your life. Watch for messages from the gods. Keywords: alchemy, restoring equilibrium, moderation, restraint and tact. Find your balance, look for divine messages, and work on spiritual healing and transformation. Okay, the astrological association, seeing as we're going with it, is Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck. There's a card that so wants to be seen here. 11:11, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. It's what the divine feminine is prepping for. She's ready. It's like she's reclaiming her birthright. Okay, let's look what the Page of Pentacles is up to, because we do have a feminine here. A young woman with darker skin tones, black hair and brown eyes stands holding a large golden pentacle. She is in a garden setting and stands under a blooming magnolia tree. In the background, we see a pretty blue sky and a lush landscape. The page holds up the pentacle and looks as if she is studying it most carefully. She wears a romantic spring green gown with pink floral trim. A 5-petaled flower pendant. A 5-petal flower pendant is around her throat. I swear I saw something crawling up my arm. It's not, it's just a mole. I thought there was something crawling up my arm. Caught it at the corner of my eye. Okay, the page holds up the pentacle and looks as if she is studying it most carefully. She wears a romantic spring green gown with pink floral trim. A 5-petaled flower pendant is around her throat and is a discreet pentagram. Her gown, its colours and floral trim, and her medallion are all subtle links to the suit of pentacles, ruling element of earth. A white hind peeks from around the tree just behind the Page of Pentacle. The doe contentedly nibbles on the green grass and is the young woman's companion. Traditionally, a white hind is a fairy creature. The white hind invites you to explore the realm of the fae. Are you seeing fairies yet? Okay, you've got to look out for messages from the divine. They're going to be delivered, if not already. Okay. This otherworldly doe symbolises magic and miracles. The magnolia tree that blooms so charmingly in this card also corresponds to the element of earth. Finally, in the language of flowers, the magnolia blossom symbolises sweetness, beauty, perseverance, and a love of nature. Meanings. The Page of Pentacles represents a person who is studious and quiet. They are generous, kind, and a fixer. The page denotes not only a faithful friend, but one who will work hard to achieve their goals. With focus and practical hard work, they will be very successful. This card can also symbolise a student of the magical arts who is enthusiastic, fascinated, and completely absorbed with their studies, or a student who feels the call to explore fairy magic. Now is a time to focus on your spirituality. Take a look at how your spell work manifests on the physical plane. If you want your magical practice to flourish, then you must allow it time to blossom and grow. The message of the Page of Pentacles is this: open your eyes, look to nature, and patiently study her ways to understand the lessons of earth magic that await you there. So this here really suggests that you learn the lessons that you've been so carefully taught. Okay, it's like the lessons have been given to you specifically so that you can learn them and evolve from them. Also, what I picked up here is her quiet nature, because this one isn't quiet. I don't feel that she's a peacekeeper. It's like she wants war. Where the Divine Feminine's like kind of, no. Connecting with nature, okay, is the recommendation of, I want to say the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. So the message of the Page of Pentacles, I want to say to the Divine Masculine is this: open your eyes, look to nature, and patiently study her ways to understand the lessons of earth magic that await you there. We're going to read this Four of Wands. We have to, because it's the card of the Divine Connection. It's the 1111 card. Let's do the Four of Wands. I don't want to read all of that. I'm just going to read the meaning. I just do what I'm told, okay? Well, by divine. When the Four of Wands dances into a reading, get ready to party. This card symbolises celebrations such as birthday parties and, of course, baby and bridal showers. This may be a celebration with a family or a coven. This is a celebration of a happy event, a graduation, an anniversary, or a lavish and fun Sabbath observance. Join us tonight, we're going to party. Well, the best that we can. Jelly, ice cream. Okay. Live later on. Don't know what time. Be later though. Once I've got these readings out of the way. The Four of Wands classically is interpreted as a fertility card, which is linked to the Sabbath of Beltane. This card announces an opportunity and a time to share joy with another. It may also represent a time of creativity and freedom of expression. Wow, how cool would that be? Freedom of expression. And not be kind of slated down with it, with this person's point of views. She's got about 7 of them. Keywords. She doesn't see it from your point of view, Divine Masculine. You're just going to have to accept that. Keyword: celebration, rejoicing over a happy event, freedom, parties, baby and bright. Sorry, I was just warming my hands up. Don't ask me why. Just felt like touching the radiator. It's on. It's nice. I can feel the heat. Oh, that takes me to, are you a radiator or a drain? We read that. Where did we read that about clearing a room? I'm sure we read that earlier. Some people can clear a room when they kind of enter. Okay. Fertility, creativity and freedom of expression. Did I say that? Yeah. Right, okay, well that's that done with the Witch's Tarot. Itchy ankle. Okay, we don't need that anymore. Let's get you an Oracle of Shadows and Light. Let's delve a bit deeper. I'm going to be taking a few weeks off, so do check the description box for how you can get hold of me if you would like a reading. There is the pick a pile going on. But like I said, I will be on a bit later on if you're around. And if you didn't miss it, because you're watching it after the 27th of April. Okay. Obviously needing a specific one. I see it. Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. Okay, 20. That number come up in the Divine Feminine's card, in her reading, 20. 10, completions, new beginnings on both sides. I feel like this is your feminine, Divine Feminine telling you it's time to be brave. Fairy of the Highlands. You have her backing. You definitely have the nurturing backing, loving, caring, comforting energy of the Divine Feminine here supporting you, Divine Masculine. There was some uncertainty about that in the Divine Feminine's reading from your part, whether or not your feminine's actually going to be there for you. The cards are like saying, yeah, there is a happy home and family waiting for you. They may not be blood, okay, but there is a coven that's waiting to celebrate you and to welcome you. So let's look at this. Where's the book? I see it. 20. I am Callie. I just saw Callie like cuts off people's heads and hangs them around her like her her necklace. Okay, we won't go to Callie today. We've got Fairy of the Highlands Zone. Message, it's time to be brave. The Fairy of the Highlands does not want to fight. She feels it is not in her nature. So, okay, so we are really looking at if this feminine here is going to bring trouble to the Divine Feminine. Okay, this other feminine's on your side, Divine Masculine. If this feminine comes and brings trouble to the Divine Feminine, did I just say that right? Listen, if the Queen of Cups comes in and starts with the Divine Feminine, the Queen of Pentacles, this is like the warning. You could pass that on. Like, seriously, warn your past partner to not do that. Okay? I feel like she feels she's got the upper hand over the Divine Feminine, but she's going to take a low blow. Like, she's going to put a low one out on her. Let's have a look. The Fairy of the Highlands does not want to fight. She feels it is not in her nature. She wants to resolve disputes peacefully. Got that lip going again, quivering. Don't be afraid. Don't you bow down to fear someone's threats of hurting you or another. The Divine Feminine, she won't be afraid of that. Don't you be afraid for your Divine Feminine. You need to look after you, Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine is well protected by Divine. She knows exactly what to do. This card's going to tell you. Okay. Or, this lady here, she's watching. Listen up. You're being told what to expect. Don't be a fool now. The Fairy of the Highlands does not want to fight. She feels it is not in her nature. She wants to resolve disputes peacefully, but she will fight if it must come to that. And she is showing you now, Divine Masculine, that you too have the means to stand up for yourself, even though you have almost chronically avoided conflict and allowed others to take advantage. It is time to take up this sword. Step into that part of yourself that knows how to take a stand, speak the truth, and do not back down when the threat of a conflict looms. It may seem unnatural and wrong and frightening, and this little fairy knows it. But it is time, and this giving up of what you have worked so hard for in order to avoid conflict or confrontation is no longer right. Take the stand and hold up the sword. The Fairy of the Highlands will be there with you. And when the threat is over, she will help you celebrate your victory. You have to do this part on your own, Divine Masculine. You've got to clear up your own mess. The Fairy of the Highlands speaks. See this, my sword of power. We better hold her up then. I have long feared to use it, but now I must grow strong and take it up as you must too. The thought of wielding it, of hurting anyone or of hurting anything or anyone makes me sad. But I know what must be done, and I must learn to fight the good fight and stand up for what I believe in. Although I have been told I must not be aggressive, in fact, I must now take up my arms against this trouble and finish it for good. I am going into battle, and for that I feel sorrow. But I will be fearless and strong and do what needs to be done. I may bathe my sword in tears, but I will no longer hold it back when the threat that approaches relies on my fear for its victory. I will no longer give away my power so easily. This time, I will take back what is mine. Divination message. Whoop! The time of truce is over. It is time to speak your truth and be strong. People have been taking over your ground, wanting what you have worked hard for without doing the work themselves. They have done so by taking advantage of your peaceful nature. But enough is enough. Sad as it is time to change this, to cut away the cords between you and those who have taken so much. And now you will go into battle. Yes, it is sad. Yes, the Highland Fairy is sad for you. But do not allow sorrow and guilt to neglect self-protection. Honour yourself, raise your sword, and do not back down. That's serious. They're serious. Okay? Like really serious. Okay, Belly, I've told them they're serious. Don't be scared. You'll be out of there soon. Shall we look at the romance angels? Oh, that one wanted to come out. It's worth waiting for, Divine Masculine. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I think you know what you need to do, though. It's all going your way behind the scenes, okay? Divine has you and your Divine Feminine. And they will help to take care of this karmic partner. They can't touch you. It's fear. Hurt people hurt people. This one needs some help. You need to get away from it. It's very toxic. It's worth waiting for. Your soulmate relationship requires patience. When it talks about soulmate relationships, it's talking about the divine connection, okay? It doesn't really like say twin flames or, I mean, that wasn't really even known when these were like kind of, it wasn't really in the forefront, okay? No one really knew about the terminology or what twin flames were. We all kind of knew what soulmates were, and I think that got so screwed up. And people who call each other soulmates, you really aren't, are you? It's like, you're not. Soulmates. So it's kind of then turned into twin flames to really kind of distinguish the difference between a divine connection and your classic kind of misinterpretation of soulmates. So you take this as being a divine connection. Your soulmate relationship requires patience, as there are many factors involved. Your soulmate's free will choices are beyond you or the angel's control, as is the readiness of both of you for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. And the Divine Feminine, she's not forcing any of it now, okay, which allows divine timing to take over. Hence why you're feeling more drawn to take action now. Similarly, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate, we put worry energy out into the universe. The romance angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate, and they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen to and follow your intuition, even if it seems unrelated to your desire. Your intuition is like a guide dog, leading you along the path of answered prayers. Follow your intuition and trust in the timing of the relationship. Divine Masculine, if you've got a dog hanging around you, more than likely it's your Divine Feminine. Okay, sending messages through that animal. Let's carry on. Do you want an energy card? Let's get an energy card. Oh, we've got the nails out. Bitch fight. Seriously. Let's get an energy card, Divine Masculine. See what's what the energy is around you. You've got community and it's in reverse. That community's there waiting for you. Divine Feminines. And it is because there's tribes of Divine Feminines out there. I've not really heard of any tribes of Divine Masculines, to be honest with you. I can't say I know of a collective of Divine Masculines that are out there on mission work. So it's definitely the Divine Feminines. 7. Reversed meaning. This card reversed indicates feelings of isolation and perhaps loneliness. There may have been a recent disconnect with old associations or even a dissolution of some wider partnership. This may result in feelings of loss and grief, but take heart. It is often the case that as you shift your energy into a higher vibration, you may find that you no longer resonate with old acquaintances the way you used to. Look at it as a blessing. You will do. You'll know then that it is right, the right time to go. You won't resonate at all. If that is the case, it may be time to move on to more resonant associations. Let yourself network in ways that reflect your higher intentions. Meditation groups, classes, book clubs, and the like are all places you may meet new acquaintances that are in closer harmony to you. Hence, like my channel. You wouldn't be watching otherwise. If you wasn't resonating, you wouldn't even be drawn to me. I don't advertise this channel. You found me. You needn't allow your isolation to continue. It may take some conscious effort on your part, but now is the time to reconnect, network, and gain the sense of support that you are looking for. Turn that around. Okay, what's next? We'll get an enchanted map. I will pull you a Divine Feminine card because you are incorporating your Divine Masculine and Divine Feminineness. So, and the Divine Feminine is the key. So I'll pull you a Divine Feminine card. First of all, should we see if they're up the right way? They are. Oh, you got the same as the Feminines I just saw. Flying. That's that 20 that came in, and you've got it with the Fairy of the Highlands. It will come out if it wants to again. But how interesting that I checked to see if they're up the right way and I caught eye of the Divine Feminine's card. You could practice flying, whether you've tapped into your dragon spirit yet. Astral travelling. It's time for you to soar anyway and see things from a higher perspective, Divine Masculine. You've got rescue. Card number 16. Let's have a look. Oh, look, the Divine Feminine's there. Look at you in your hot air balloon. Look, you can see the rainbow coming out of her chimney there. Maybe you can see it better from here. There she is. Okay, Divine Masculine, you need to listen up. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. I'm going to say reach out to your Divine Feminine. Okay, she is going to be able to help you. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask and assistance will come your way. You are not alone, Divine Masculine. You have a tribe, a home, a family, loving, happy, all waiting to assist you, to help you. You are not alone. But you need to ask for that. The most important support you can expect. So what you can always expect is the support from spirit. And you have the fairies and dragons and angels, birds, dogs, all coming to your aid. Are you noticing them? Okay. The most important support you can expect is from spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all of the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. The power of love. Let's have a look at the power of love. Forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. This was not a nice character. This is not a nice character. Okay, forgiveness. Don't grumble at me, Belly. I need the power of love. Look. Opens up to harmony. In my belly. It's been fed as well. Shh. Calm now, come on. Forgiveness is the cornerstone of love. To be fully aligned with the power of love requires complete forgiveness of self and others. You may find this hard to accomplish because you are letting your ego be in the driver's seat. When you can't forgive, it is the ego holding onto past hurts and the feeling of not being in control. Forgiveness will remove old blockages and causes of emotional distress, allowing love energy to work through you. By forgiving, you are not excusing or condoning a particular behaviour. Instead, you are willing to understand the lesson being presented. You are not necessarily obligated to reconcile. You can forgive and choose not to involve yourself with that person or situation again. The saying, forgive and forget, is a misnomer, for you should never forget a lesson. Bless the experience, but always remember what you learned from it. When you forgive, you open yourself up to the positive and loving experiences that the universe wants to bestow upon you. Now there is room for them, in the space formerly taken up by babysitting those horrible and toxic feelings. This woman doesn't need a babysitter, she needs a counsellor. I don't think a spiritual counsellor, okay? I don't think she's going to get it yet. Maybe later on. Who knows? God knows what's going on. Okay, so let me pull you a Divine Feminine card. And then we're going to end... We're going to end the week's worth that we've just done because we're Monday today. We're going to end the colour therapy session, and I will end on a chakra card and a secret language of colour card. And that's your working week reading, okay? And I'll catch up with you guys soon. Well, unless you can join me live later on. You have Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I recognise suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. I feel like this is the feminine energy that you need to adopt, okay? Kuan Yin. Let's read. "104. Let's see if I can pronounce these. Okay. Oh, I feel like we're just going to read while your soul selects her. Okay. Bow selector. What's bow selector coming out? Proper bow, I tell you. Okay. Kuan Yin is about the deep medicine that comes simply from being willing to bear witness to someone else's pain. To really listen, we have to move from the ego to the soul so that the story we are listening to doesn't become about us or trigger us. This also applies to the moments when we are listening to the story we tell ourselves about who we are. We are often far harsher and less forgiving to ourselves than we would ever be to someone else. Kuan Yin suggests that we listen simply, with curiosity. Curiosity allows us to detach from needing to take the suffering of someone we love personally. Curiosity is a door that leads to compassion. It frees us from feeling as though we have to react to what we hear or defend and explain our part in their suffering. We can just perceive the pain that they are in, or we can finally hear our own cries of despair and not seek to judge or justify them. We can just be present to what needs to be heard. Kuan Yin is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or to someone else's suffering. Often just a calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform that suffering into clear light. I say often, I'm not sure on this case, okay? But you can kind of see what's going on. It's like hurt people. Don't take that personally. It's this part here. Curiosity is a door that leads to compassion. It frees us from feeling as though we have to react to what we heal. We have to react to what we heal. Okay, we have to react to what we hear or defend and explain our part in their suffering. We can just perceive the pain that they are in, or we can finally hear our own cries of despair and not seek to judge or justify them. We can just be present to what needs to be heard. Okay. Very interesting reading, Divine Masculine. Let's get you a Chakra Wisdom Oracle card. Let's wrap this up now. Perseverance. Carrot-coloured cloak. Don't quit right before the miracle. The legend. Shannon's carrot-coloured cloak is a gift from the famous stage actress, and she wears it always as a symbol of her own talent. One day, frustrated by the sacrifices she has made in her long pursuit of success, Shannon throws off the cloak and gives up her acting career. The great goddess tries to convince Shannon to put the cloak back on and stay the course, but she doesn't listen. Just around the corner, had she persevered, was great success. Take this on board, Divine Masculine. Divine Feminines have, in their own reading, you need to take this on board, don't quit, right before the miracle occurs. Inspiration. When we do our chosen work, we are serving the highest order. If we stop, we upset the universal balance. What you work towards will materialise. You may not see it, but it lies ahead. Personal inquiry. Can I ignore the feelings that would sidetrack me? Will I let go of fear and persevere? Key ideas: breaking through, unseen help at work, feeling taken for granted, overcoming doubts. Keywords: steadfast, success and miracles. Meditation. Imagine yourself walking along a path, wrapped in a cloak. You reach a glass wall. Through the glass, you can see your goals. Step forward and pass through the wall. Your cloak falls to the ground, staying with your past. Let it go. You do not need it anymore. Wow. Let's end on a colour card. Oh, I just saw them. You're here. Okay. Oh, well, this one, the 11's got stuck. It's like it's at an angle, look. What's that about? It's like the pentacle, look. Oh, hold on. See? What card is it? Indigo. What's that green there? Oh, it's jade. Jaded. Take action. Indigo. You've got indigo. Okay, that's better. Improve your vision. 40. I still feel like that should have been today's colour. Purple yesterday, indigo today. Awareness. You know what to do. Let's read this. 40, where's the book? Oh, it's right in front of your eyes, girl. Okay. Listen, these eyes are into their 44th year now. They're doing all right. Okay. Spiritual sight and all that. Amazing, actually. You're doing better than ever. I see things crystal clear. Okay. Indigo. Improve your vision. Indigo helps with any illnesses affecting your head, eyes, ears or nose. It also treats mental and emotional disorders such as ADD, anxiety and depression. Ooh, I feel like it's picking up on this. Use indigo for problems with insomnia and to release stress and tension. When visualised, indigo provides a sense of clarity and purpose. Visualise indigo rays to improve your vision and to make your dreams a reality. Vision. Focus on your eyes. Are they tired and heavy or light and relaxed? Imagine indigo light penetrating your eyes, finding any dark spots in your field of vision and dissipating them. Place your palms on your eyes and gently hold them there for a few minutes, allowing your eyes to relax completely. Visualise something in the future that you would like to create. Then freeze it as if it were a beautiful painting. Yeah, it's a picture. It says painting. Visualise something in the future that you would like to create. Then freeze it as if it were a beautiful painting. Now place it in an indigo bubble and allow it to float into the middle of the world, shining its energy from there. Say, Divine Intelligence, please allow what I have seen in my vision to manifest in the perfect time and in the perfect way. I love it. Especially as yesterday's reading come up about daydreaming. Sit in that seat of creativity, okay? Send it up. Oh, where are you going? Send it up. Let it do its work from there. Awesome. Plum. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner. Anyway. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I?" Yes. Thumbs up. Coffee's done. I'm done with readings. For a couple of weeks. I'm just taking a couple of weeks break from this collective readings. Yeah, just from the collective energy, okay? I will catch up with you soon. I'm going to put some kind of structure. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like not doing this for a little bit, allowing it all to digest, okay? And allowing you guys to follow and trust your own intuition. You should know what you're doing now, okay? Today is the crown chakra. You should be very aware. Much love to you. and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.